Pokemon Go announced today, Ben. That came out of nowhere.
Absolutely out of nowhere.
What is Pokemon Go?
There's so much we don't know about Pokemon Go. Basically, our knowledge of Pokemon Go is based off a previous game that these people made called Ingress.
Yeah, and who is these people?
What is their name? I forgot the name of the company. I'm blanking on the name of the company.
The actual developers of Pokemon Go is a company called Niantic. This is within Google, a company within Google who makes games for Google called Niantic. Made only one before, Ingress.
Right. Which is an augmented reality game.
Yes.
Where you go to these points of interest and you interact with them.
You hack them.
Yes, you hack them. And presumably, from what we've seen, the same idea is being applied to Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Where you'll go to these specific locations and capture Pokemon.
Yeah.
And meet up with people and trade and battle and do all that sort of stuff.
Yeah. And I mean, if you watch a trailer for Ingress and if you watch a trailer for Pokemon Go, they're extremely similar.
Yes.
And so I honestly think that maybe the Pokemon Go is being a little dramatized in this trailer. Do you know what I mean? I don't think it's going to be I don't think you'll look in your phone and see Pokemon around you.
Those are the most frustrating trailers to me because as a kid, right? Or maybe you didn't have these conversations, but I had these conversations with my friends. I was like, what if we just lived in a world where Pokemon were real, right? And that was just this ideal fantasy where you could be a 10-year-old and go on this adventure and capture these creatures. And it seemed like the trailer was sort of tapping into that very childlike fantasy. And it's just a mobile game. Like, it's not going to achieve that vision, probably, right?
Right. We should say that. It's a free-to-download game. It will have microtransactions. I think that's clear when they're selecting Pokeballs and you see times 10.
Right.
It's clear like where the microtransactions will come in. You're gonna have to. You can pay money for a super potion, probably. And then there's
That's already concerning, right?
the watch. Oh yeah, that's hugely concerning. And so then there's the watch that you can wear.
Tell me about the watch.
This is the thing Nintendo is developing. This is Nintendo's contribution, is the watch. I guess you can play the game without, taking out your phone, but it's still connected to your phone through Bluetooth. And so you walk around and it like rumbles when there's a Pokemon nearby, and I think you can press the button to catch a Pokemon. All these things are not clear. We're just going off the press release.
Right.
And that trailer. Is this worth being excited about, Pokemon Go?
Kyle.
Yeah.
Whenever we get into these rooms and we shoot these conversations,
I
always want to be a Huber, right? Like, I always want to be excited and enthusiastic and be like, oh man, what if they did this? I can't wait.
Yeah.
There's just this overwhelming cynicism that's kind of making me feel bad about the whole thing.
That's the thing. Ben, I think the game itself will not be great, but I'm so excited that they're willing to give it a shot.
Why? Why are you excited that they're willing to give it a shot?
The headline is a big deal.
I totally agree with you.
Yeah.
And it's like they do need to make these step forwards and this. Yes, it's an exciting thing. It is Nintendo being bold in a way that they usually aren't, right? And that's something that people have always clamored on with them about. But the thing that has me worried, and maybe I'm talking out of my ass here, but when I sit down and I play a core Pokemon game, there's a level of depth. There's an amount of things that I can do that draw me to it, right? And it's like, I want to be able to do all of this and get really involved with all of these different systems. If this game doesn't have that, why? Why play it? Why get invested? All of these other Pokemon spin-off games, I don't care about because they're nowhere near as fulfilling as the core Pokemon games.
Yeah.
Does that sound reasonable?
No, that's way.
Or is it just not being open-minded?
It's not going to be a sweet RPG like Pokemon is.
Right.
It's going to be a fun thing to do while you're wandering around, maybe. It's a side thing.
And I feel like this is just speaking to the type of player I am. There are so many people that just love those games where it's like, okay, I have a free 30 seconds, let me do some things in some menus.
Yeah.
And they're happy with that.
I think that's what this is.
I can't get into that. Like, for me personally, when I sit down to play a game, like I want to be invested in it in the long haul, and I probably just sound like a dinosaur in that sense.
The only thing that I think is actually very interesting about this in a hardcore sense is that they use the word raid at the end. They're doing a raid on Mewtwo. That's pretty interesting to me.
That is.
Yeah.
Like, imagine having to work together with your friends to take down this legendary creature.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's cool.
Let's do a hype check. What's your hype score?
Yeah, what is the scale? Like, are we doing out of 10?
No. Okay. There's no numbers in the hype score.
No numbers.
Yeah.
Slightly pessimistic.
All right, mine is Rumbly in My Tumbly.
I like yours a lot better.